So can you see my screen? I think so. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So this is the course means of full stack Python developer, right? The course name is full stack Python. Okay, it's a combination of two things. One is front end and one is back end. Okay, so two things is there. One is front end and one is back end. So it's a course of full stack Python, right? Full stack Python. So full stack Python is a combination of total three things. Means as of if you consider just only the basic part, so it's a combination of three things. One is your core plus advanced Python. Okay, core plus advanced Python. Thereafter, we study front end, right? We study front end, and at last we will study back end. Okay, back end with DB. Means backend with databases. Okay, so backend with databases. So till now, is everything clear to you? Like what is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so one minute. Okay, so full stack Python is a combination of total three things: core Python and advanced Python, front end and back end, front end plus back end, and we have databases also. This is the complete full stack Python. So in this, so why we choose Python for web development, right? Why we choose only Python for web development? So because it's very easy to develop a website by using Python. Okay, so Python means so core and advanced Python. In core and advanced Python, what we learn? We learn basic things. Okay, what is Python? How Python works? Okay, list, tuple, set, dictionary, Python data types. Okay, the different kind of loops, if-else statement. Okay, it's like normal, and we will do basic programs like prime number, what like how to check how to check if some number is a prime or not. Okay, find the square root of different basic programs. Okay, and in advanced Python, what we do object oriented programming, complete object oriented concept with a different means there are lots of things that there in advanced Python. So we do the basic thing is object oriented Python, that regular expression. Okay, so after regular expression, you know how to connect Python with databases. Okay, how to connect Python with databases, multi-threading concept, file handling concept, exception handling concept. So this comes only under core and advanced Python. But the problem here is, if you know just only core and advanced Python, you cannot develop a website. Okay, you cannot develop a website. Okay, you cannot develop a website. So to develop a website, you need two technologies extra. So one is your front end. Okay, so one is your front end. That is a combination of two things. One is HTML, another one is CSS, and another one is JavaScript. Okay, total three things we need: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. With that, one more front-end framework we need either React.js. Okay, we need either React.js or we need AngularJS. Okay, so AngularJS. These four technologies we have to learn. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, and AngularJS. And with JS, we have to learn one more thing, that is of advanced JS. Okay, so this is front end. So when you learn front end, you can develop any kind of website. Okay, you can develop any kind of website, but not only that, but you cannot develop logging systems. Okay, you cannot develop the logging system, and there are a few backend technologies that you cannot develop. But you will be familiar how to develop a website properly, right? If you know these technologies properly: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, advanced JavaScript, and React.js with AngularJS. Okay, so to do the login system and other stuff of a website, we need to know the backend technology, right? Now, backend, you can use many programming languages. You can use Java. Okay, you can use Python. Fine. You can use PHP. Okay, and you can also use Ruby with Rails. Okay, Ruby with Rails. Now in Java, we have a framework called Spring Boot. Okay, with Java, we have a framework called Spring Boot. And in Python, we have a framework called Django or Flask. Django or Flask. Okay, in PHP is a complete PHP. We have a Laravel. There are a lot of frameworks are there. So PHP itself is a language of backend. Okay, PHP directly you can use in backend. There are lots of frameworks available called Laravel. One of the framework I'm taking the name, that is Laravel. Okay, Laravel. Now we will not discuss this because we will not study this here also. Okay, PHP, Ruby with this, and another thing also is there, that is called a Node.js. Okay, So Node.js, you can learn backend with any of the framework. But here, as we will learn Python, so we will develop the complete website by using Django and Flask. Okay, Django and Flask. You understand my point? Is it clear to you? It's clear or not? Tell me. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so do you have any question? You can ask me. If you have any question, you can ask me. Like you are a beginner, so I am not going into that much deep, like how to do coding and everything. No, we will discuss from next class. But till now, tell me, where is the problem? Like you are not understanding this thing, or something is problem is there. You can ask me questions also, not a problem. Because this will be a long-term course. Okay, so this course will continue for, if you subscribe to this course, so this course will continue for around 2 months to 3 months. Okay, we will have a lot of projects also in this course, and a lot of understanding also. Difficult level also is there. Means a lot of understanding level is needed to do this course. Now I ask you one basic question. Okay, I ask you a very, very basic question. What is a web application? My first question is, what is a web application? Web application. Because this course all about learning, developing web applications with Python. Okay, so you give me the answers of this question. What is a web application? Who can give me the answer? What is a web application?
It's a kind of website or something.
Means anything over the web which provides you services. Like you use Gmail, right? You use Flipkart. You use Amazon. You use Instagram. Not talking about mobile apps, right? WhatsApp web. Okay, give me some other examples of web application. Anything over the web which provides you services. Facebook.com, right? Okay, so anything over the web which provides you some services, either it may be a paid service or it may be a free service, but it provides some services. That's why it is called a web application. Now you have to make a web application, right? To how you can develop web application, just I described you like a few minutes before. Like it can be, web application has total 2 parts. Okay, one is front end and one is back end, and another one is database, right? Another one is database. Now if you learn this technology, you can develop this kind of website. You can develop gmail.com, you can develop Flipkart. Okay, e-commerce and web application. There are lots of types of web application out there, right? Okay, messaging services is there. Okay, e-commerce application is there. Healthcare application is there, right? So e-commerce application, what are the different e-commerce websites are there? Okay, like Myntra.com, thereafter Amazon.com. Okay, thereafter Flipkart.com is there. Is not it? So this all, so web application has a lot of part also. Means all the web applications are not same. So it has different things, right? So in this course, what you are going to learn, I'm showing you the syllabus. Okay, see what we will cover a step by step. Okay, see here. This is the Python full stack course. Okay, it is not only a combination of front end, it is a combination of back end also. Fine. So see, the very first thing that we will learn, that is HTML. Fine. HTML, you can see here. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript course. Okay, like HTML, and HTML is called the basic structure of the web page, right? You go to any web page without HTML, okay, you cannot develop anything. And I hope that you know at least basics of HTML. If you don't know, that is also completely fine. You can see this is time duration is 100 hours, right? So 1 month consists of how much? 30 days, right? So total 3 months, so it will be 90 days. But every day we cover, or 2 hour, 1.5 hour to 2 hour, right? So it will take around 50 days. Okay, so 50 days. So you can assume 1 month max, it will go 2 months. Fine, it will go 2 months. So this is the calculation of course duration. Okay, so you can set your timing accordingly, like what you have to learn, like what project you have to do. Fine, so according to that. And talking about myself, my name is Rakibul Islam, and I work in HCL Technologies. Okay, HCL Technologies. Previously, I have worked with a software company at South. Okay, and thereafter I shift to HCL Technologies, and I have worked with famous coaching institutes like Prep Bites. Okay, and thereafter, like I have means when I was a student, I worked in the check.com also. Means there I solved assignments. I am a full stack developer. I know, especially currently I am working in React.js and AngularJS actively. Okay, and I am not a super expert in backend technologies, but I am expert in Django. Means I have developed a lot of projects in Django. I have worked in Django. Like I have some real-time experiences that I will show you. If you work only with projects, then only you are going to learn that. Okay, without doing project, like facing that kind of difficulty is not there. So I have that experience. I will share with you while doing projects, right? Fine. Now you can see here what is the architecture of different websites. This is a very basic way to like web application. Like what is web application? Different kind of web application. So different technologies are there that I just explained to you. Like Java also you can use, Node.js also you can use. Okay, to develop the backend part. Front end also. In front end, not only HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is there, right? Not only HTML. There are lots of frameworks also, libraries also, right? So two terms I am explaining you. One is framework. Okay, framework, and one is what it is called libraries, right? Libraries. So JavaScript plays the main role here. Why JavaScript plays the main role here? Because JavaScript and CSS. So CSS has the different kind of framework, like Bootstrap. One framework is Bootstrap. Okay, JavaScript has a lot of frameworks like jQuery, React, Angular, lots of frameworks, Node.js, lots of frameworks are there. So it will make your task easier. Okay, you will not face much difficulty to. And CSS has other frameworks like Twilight CSS. Okay, when you develop website, you can see how much beautiful websites you can make. Okay, so I have one website that I have made by using JavaScript. I will show you that also. There I haven't implemented any kind of CSS, but that is a very you can say that the features you see in Amazon, like how to create, how to delete, and how to update. Okay, so that kind of features is available in the website. I will show you the project that I made. Okay, no problem. Now you can see. Okay, so am I going too fast? Are you understanding all the points?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
please take a little bit slow.
Obviously, yeah, sure. So I'm also telling that because means I go a little fast. That's why I'm asking. So if you don't understand, it's completely fine. Okay, you can ask me any question. I will be happy to explain it to you. Okay. Okay. Now see, so this is the HTML part. So HTML, it requires hardly 7 days to 10 days to learn a complete HTML, and we're learning only HTML. So if you want to develop a website, learning only HTML is fine. Why? Because I'm showing you. Go to this Amazon.com. Okay. Amazon. Okay, fine. Amazon. If I open this website, yeah. If I click on inspect, you can see here. If I click on inspect page, then you can see this one. See this one, doc type HTML. So doc type HTML means every website it needs HTML. Without HTML, you cannot develop any web page. Okay, so HTML is mandatory. Either you learn CSS, JavaScript, that doesn't matter. If you want to develop a website, you must learn HTML. Okay, you must learn HTML. See here. So this is the complete HTML. There are lots of tags. We are going to learn form, text area, button, select, level. Okay, lots of things are there. Fine. Okay. Now HTML, as of now, we have seen like what is HTML. Like there are different tags out there. You can develop different websites, and we have seen that here also HTML is implemented. Okay, HTML is implemented. Now, if you want to give the website a beautiful color, okay, let's say you have developed a website which has no color. Okay, so you develop an e-commerce website which has no color. Like this website, you can see here. There is a color that is a navy blue color is there, means a sky color is there, right? Sky color, and this kind of animations is there. If you click here, you can see this. If you click at this, so if you can inspect this, if you inspect this website also, this radical technologies, here also you can see this doc type HTML. It means whoever has developed the website, he have used HTML. Without HTML, that is not possible actually. So CSS also, CSS gives the color, CSS gives the design. Okay, now there is something, whatever thing that you can do it by using CSS, like few things that can be also done by using JavaScript also. But that's your choice. You want to do it by using CSS or you want to do it by using JavaScript. So that's your choice. You can choose that. Okay. So CSS is there. So CSS, CSS is one kind of thing. Normally, people ignores you. People says that CSS is very easy, but believe me, CSS is not that much easy. Okay, you don't have to memorize anything in CSS. Sometimes I have seen people memorizing CSS syntax, means CSS commands. So that is not the thing. You need to understand CSS. Okay, the rest you can do it by yourself. But few things up there. Understanding that thing is really tough. Like how to make a website responsive. So let's say you have developed a website. The website is suitable for desktop. Okay, but you have a lot of users who will not visit this website in desktop. they will visit the website in mobile devices also, as well as in tablet devices also. And if you see Android phone and if you see the Apple phone, the design is different, right? So you should develop a website which is compatible with all the devices, right? That is called a responsive design. Okay, that is called a responsive design. So without CSS, you cannot do the responsive design. So CSS has a very important role, that is responsive design. Nowadays, what happens most of the time, if you don't develop a responsive website, it's completely obsolete. Means there is no meaning of developing a website if it's not a responsive website. Like, so is it clear to you? Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. So responsive website, now you can see here there are complete CSS is there. So CSS will take, I can say, around 14 to 15, even 20 days also it can take. So after doing HTML and CSS, okay, let's say you have completed HTML and CSS, okay, HTML and CSS. Okay, now develop a full, means a restaurant website. Let's say restaurant website by using this HTML and CSS. I have developed one restaurant website. Fine. Okay. So I'm stop sharing the screen as of now. Okay. So I'm going to show you like what project I have developed and what also you will develop for that. Just I'm stop sharing. I have the project in my computer. I can show you. Only 1 minute. So I couldn't find the project, because it's not in my desktop. It's probably there in my laptop. I have made this project. It's a very beautiful website. Means it's a very good looking website. I wanted to show you, but it is not available now. So I hope you can see my screen also. You can see my screen, right? I think so. Okay. So when you learn HTML and CSS, you can develop a web page, like normal web page, a complete, fully responsive website, right? So by using only HTML and CSS. So after learning HTML and CSS, we will develop a restaurant website. You can develop your website also, right? Restaurant website. Restaurant website. Right. Okay. So at the end of the class, I show you the project. Right. I show you the project. Okay. Now, whenever you learn complete CSS, okay, don't go to directly JavaScript. Okay. So make some projects. To at least 3 project is recommended. You have to create at least 3 projects, not small project like only 100 or 200 lines of code. It should be of at least 500 to 600 lines of code, or 700 up to 1000 lines of code. Means it should be a big project. Okay, 3 big projects, you will write 3000 lines of code. You will be very super expert in HTML and CSS. Okay, so after you become a super expert in HTML and CSS, you go to JavaScript. Okay, now this is one of the thing that I want to tell. JavaScript, it adds the brain to your web page. Okay, means if you just develop a website by using HTML and CSS, if you click on any button, it will not work. Okay, you just develop a website by using HTML and CSS, you click the button. You can create a button by using CSS. You can create a nav bar by using CSS. You can create a website's footer by using CSS. But if I click some button, click some link, it will not work. So to add the brain, to add the functionalities, to add the what I can say, to add a lot of features to your website, JavaScript plays the main role, and JavaScript is actually called the language of web. Okay, JavaScript is actually called the language of web. So in JavaScript, we are going to learn this thing. Okay, JavaScript, we are going to learn a lots of things. Means here this is means shortcut is there, right? They have mentioned everything like shortly, but that is not the complete JavaScript. There are lots of things that like JavaScript Babel is there. Okay, means a lots of things are there. So after learning JavaScript, you go for React. Okay, but React is called the advanced front-end technology. So React is not completely needed to do this Django course. Okay, if you learn up to JavaScript also, it's completely fine. So React is optional here. React and Angular is optional here. You want to be a super expert in front-end, then go for React, then go for Angular. Okay, there are other frameworks also, like Bootstrap framework is there. CSS, we will use that, and we will see at that time. Okay, so JavaScript adds the brain to your web page. Fine, and JavaScript is a very big and vast programming language, also very easy programming language. You will be shocked, like in market there are lots of programming languages available: C, C++, Java, Python, JavaScript. So out of this, JavaScript has the easiest syntax. JavaScript and Python. Python has the easiest syntax, and JavaScript syntax is more easier than Python. Okay, JavaScript syntax is more easier. Just you write console.log hello world, it will print hello world. Okay, in Python, just you write print hello world, it will print hello world. Means you don't have to write anything. In Java, you have to write at least 10 lines of code to print hello world. C++ also same thing. 4 to 5 lines of code, 7 to 8 lines of code, 9 to 10 lines of code. Okay, so that thing. Okay, now I want to show you. I have created two websites. Okay, two means a small JavaScript project. Okay. See, yes. So one is this Notes app and one is this To Do app. Okay, so I'm opening this To Do app. Okay, and I'm opening with the VS Code because I most of the time I use this VS Code. If you don't understand this code, okay, if you don't understand this code, it's also completely fine. As of now, you don't have to understand anything what I have done here. Okay, so I'm starting the server. Now you can see. So this is one To Do app. Okay, now I have a lot of to dos here, and we will make this project also. Okay, we'll make this project also. Let's say go to school. Okay, you can submit, add the to dos. Okay, now let's say do work. If you do the work, okay, now add it. Okay, now buy food. You have this works left. Okay, buy food. Okay, now go to hospital. Fine. Okay, now study. Let's say HTML. Okay, study HTML. Fine. Okay, do project. Do project. Fine. Okay, so submitted. So this is the project. Now let's say we have completed what we have completed. We have completed like study HTML, do work, and let's say do project. Fine. So these three we have completed. Now if you write here hide completed, if you just click on hide completed, it will be hidden. Right? It will be hidden. So this is a very basic thing. Now if you want to filter, if you let's say this is hidden. Now if you want to filter that, so just you write O. Okay, just you write O. You write O. If I write here, whatever the means the to do is there, which has the letter called O, that they will come here. Okay, let's say if I want to, it's a do do. If I do here, so you can see a do work and a do project. So this is thing here. So this application I have made by using JavaScript. This is only JavaScript project. No CSS is there. HTML, some part of HTML is there, and some part of the complete thing is made by using JavaScript. So have you understood the project, how it works? I'm just explaining the working of the project, right? Not how to make the project and how that we will see afterwards. So like this kind of thing we can make by using JavaScript. Okay, so is it clear to you how it works? It's clear or not? Tell me this thing. Is it clear?
That's it. Clear, sir.
Okay. So this type of thing we can develop by using this JavaScript. Okay. Now you can see here one more project that I have developed by using JavaScript. You can see here that is this Notes app. Okay, so Notes app, you open this by using VS Code. Okay, you open this by using code. Now you can see this index.html page. Okay, I open this by using live server. Okay, I open it in live server. Now if I want to create a node, I just click create node. Okay, let's say Django. Fine, Django. Okay, let's say backend web framework. Okay, so I'm writing here backend web framework. Fine. Okay. Backend web framework. Now, if I go back, right, you can see Django is listed there. Right. Okay. It's a Python. Okay. So if I create node here, you cannot see because that is not created. Node is not created here. So I write node title Python here, the Python, and I see like some description. Okay. Like programming language. Now you go there, you can see Python is there, Django is there. Now you can sort this also, right? You can sort alphabetically. You can see D will come first and P will come later. Okay, you can sort latest edited. So Python is the latest edited. Sort by recently created because Python is recently created. That's why this feature you can see in lots of websites, right? Thereafter also few features. So this is based in JavaScript. This is all front end features. Okay, now give me an example of backend feature. What is the example of a backend feature? The backend feature example is create a login system. Okay, create a login system, sign up, sign in, log in, log out. These four things. What are the one backend feature? Okay, so that is your login system. Okay, login system. And different front end features are there like filtering, searching, sorting. So all these are front end that you can do it using JavaScript. Okay, so one is your sign up. Okay, so sign up. I'm just explaining it to you. Okay, sign in. Okay, sign in. Number one is sign up, sign in. Okay, log in, and sign in and login both are same. Okay, and log out. Fine, log out. So this thing also we can do by using Django, Java, Python, Node.js. So all inbuilt libraries are there. If you want to use it, you can deploy using this. So all these things. So this project we will do in front end also. I have made a very beautiful website that I will show afterwards, like how to make the project. Right? I'll show you that also. So till now, how much project we have done in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? 1, 2, and 3. Total 3 project we have done in HTML, CSS. We have not done the coding part. Okay, you can see this coding. We will do together. So if you see the code, don't worry. Okay, it's very easy, and you need to understand this. Okay, it is easy. I will show you how to make project, how to work. Okay, you can see how to do filter, means how to refactor the code, and everything I will show you. Okay, so as it is a long term course, so just don't look at the code as of now. Okay, so JavaScript, that is completed, right? So our front end part is completed. Okay, our front end part is completed. Now we go to our backend part. So for backend, we need one programming language. Either we need Python, either we need JavaScript. Okay, either we need PHP. Means this technology we need if you want to develop backend. Okay, so backend here, as it is a Django course, we are going to use this Python and Django Flask. Okay, so Python Django Flask. Now you can see this Python. Okay, so all the basic things are there, like what is Python, brief history, Python, okay, variables, and just like normal programming language that you read in college also, same thing. Okay, so we do thereafter we do advanced Python also, classes and objects. Okay, classes and objects, and here also we develop a small console application. This will not be a web application. This will be a console application. Okay, so console app. So console app. So what are the different console apps are there? Okay, like school management system, right? School management. Thereafter bank application. Fine, bank app. So it will not be a web app, it will be just a console application. Okay, and by using Python also you can develop GUI application also. Okay, GUI application. For GUI application we have TK Inter. Okay, we have TK Inter. We have PyQt5. Okay, we have PyQt5. Okay, but we will not develop a GUI application. We will develop a small console application. Fine, we will develop a small console application. See, Python libraries are there. Okay, you will work with NumPy, Pandas. This thing related to data science, but yeah, some knowledge is needed. Okay, like data, YAML data. So this kind of data we have to work with. This JSON data is very important. You will understand. It looks like a dictionary almost. Okay, now Python regular expression. Okay, like the database connectivity. Okay, Python database connectivity is there. Fine, Python database connectivity is there. Thereafter we will do introduction of Django, introduction of Flask, introduction of REST API. Okay, now how you can plot a graph on a HTML page by using matplotlib. Okay, so matplotlib, how you can draw a graph. This thing also you will see. Okay, thereafter you see Django and Flask. Okay, complete Django and Flask we are going to learn. But remember one thing: you learn Django, you develop a web application, you develop the logging system. Okay, you develop different. You connect your program with databases with Flask and Django both. But this is not completely done. Okay, this is not completely. After that, if you want to be a super expert in backend, you have to do Django REST API. That is also important. Okay, the Django REST API or RESTful web services, right? So RESTful web services is the one of the thing. Okay, that is also more important. Means you can say if you learn this RESTful web API, you can do a lot of stuff. Let's say you have something to fetch from the server, right? Something to fetch from the server that you can easily do by using this RESTful web API, right? You can see there are lots of things are there. Okay, thereafter we will do these databases. Okay, so databases we see SQLite database, MySQL database, Postgres SQL, and that is SQLite. Okay, so this thing we will do. We will if needed we will learn NoSQL also. Okay, we will learn NoSQL if needed. I'm not saying that we will learn. Okay, so total how much we have to learn? Total how many technologies we have to learn in this course? One is your front end. Okay, front end. Number 2 is the backend. Number 3, okay, so backend in front end it comes with, okay, so HTML, CSS, JS plus 3 projects. Okay, I do 3 projects. Don't think you will do only 3 projects. You have to do at least 30 projects, right, in the complete course. Okay, so backend. So backend, what we learn? We will learn Python programming. Okay, thereafter Django, complete Django plus Flask, and 5 projects. 5 projects here. Okay, projects here. Fine. And in database. So backend plus database, we will have total 5 projects, and inside that 3 projects. So total we have 8 projects, right? 8 projects. And in core Python also we develop 2 projects. Fine, 2 projects. So 8 plus 2, how many projects are there? 10 projects. Okay, if you have any project idea, you can tell me that also. We will develop that also. Or let's say you are facing problems, right? You develop the project your own, and you tell me where you are facing problems. I will guide you. You can complete the project, right? No problem. Fine. And while developing the project, I shall tell you a few things that is not means that you can understand if you only work with the project. So without developing project, understanding that thing is not possible, because learning theory is not complete the end of the story. You learn theory, you develop project, that is also completely fine. But when you are developing project, when you face the difficulty, like how to fix the bugs, how to fix the errors, okay, so that's the main thing. So you go to any company, okay, they give the training, but after that, when you start working, you will understand that learning is not the main thing. You have to do 10 projects. So 10 projects is from my side, right? 10 projects is from my side, means I am going to complete 10 projects. But what will be your task? So 30 minus 10, how much is there? 20 is there. So you have to develop 20 projects by your own, okay? And if you face any difficulty, you can tell me, I'll get it. No problem. Right? Okay, fine. So this is all about your Django. Now you can see this slide. Okay, this is the slide. I know I have explained myself. So okay, so there are few things that I have to explain, like Django, like future of technology, like next 5 to 10 years. So will Django exist in next 5 to 10 years? Means computer science is updating daily, so new technologies coming in the market. Believe me, next 30 to 40 years, no one is going to replace Django. No one can replace Django. Django is such an important technology. No one is going to replace. Even new framework may come in the market, but Django cannot be replaced. Django has its own place. Okay, so Django is very important. Okay, you must learn it. Must learn it. If you are specifically focusing on Python jobs, means if you specifically want to be a Python developer, then you have to learn Django. Only learning core Python developing applications will not work. But if you know Django, I can guarantee whatever job requirements are available in the market, where you are applying for an internship, you are applying for a job, you are applying for any company, you can see that they have mentioned Django in the requirement. Okay, they have mentioned Django. So Django is the most important. Okay, you can see parallel technologies in the market. What are the parallel technologies in the market available? I have already told you. Node.js is available. Okay, React.js is available. AngularJS is available. Okay, not in the backend. So in backend, Flask, Django, Flask. Okay, PHP, Laravel framework is there. So n number of frameworks. Even there are lots of frameworks. I am here. I have heard a few days before framework name. I can remember that framework is in PHP. Okay, I have never heard the name of the framework. People are developing websites in that framework. Thereafter I learned. So you know new. So whenever you do work, you learn new things. You learn like new technologies, new things. You're going to learn. So it's not that experience comes with age. Okay, so experience comes with the difficulties you face. I know this journey is not an. Don't think that this journey will be a very tough journey or it will be a very easy journey. It will be like how you focus on the course. It depends on that. Okay, so at the end of the 3rd month, if you see that I have done a lot of code but just copy paste, there is no use. Okay, so that's why it's most important that you learn the thing every day with me. Whatever I teach in the class, okay, you learn that. Thereafter you go and you develop a same kind of thing, and next day you tell me that yes, I have developed this thing. So I want all the students to make project, at least 30 project in this course, right? So that whenever you go to job interview, the interviewer can never confuse you. Okay, you learn anything, any technology they ask you can give the answer, right? Anything from Django, anything from Python, right? Specifically a web development interview, and I will guide you also, like how to means what are the different interview specific questions, like for experienced one, also for those who are beginner, also for them, what question they can ask. Okay, because I have taken few interviews also. I have taken few interviews and I ask specific questions. Means I want to see that if yes, he knows this knowledge or not, or he has developed whatever project you will do. Okay, you can add it in your resume, and they are going to ask question from that point. Okay, so why you have written this line? What is the meaning of this? Okay, they are going to ask you question from there also. So you should have a clear knowledge, right? Clear knowledge. So you have to be focused. Yeah, right. That's the point. right? So I hope this is I have explained all the things, right? I have explained all the things. Now it's your task to start the course, right? So from tomorrow probably you are going to start the class, like all the things, right? uh, so we will start with HTML. Okay, we'll start with HTML, and tomorrow I will show you like how to develop a basic HTML page. Okay, so learning HTML is not only that thing. Right? You know, HTML helps a web page in ranking in Google. Okay, there are different tags in HTML. If you misuse the tag, there are paragraph tag also. There are div tag also. So if you write something in paragraph, if you write something in div. So now you may ask if it's going to give the same result. That every time I remember this paragraph, why I need to use this div? Okay? So Google uses what I can see. What I can say. This is from my experience. Means from my experience, I have never seen this thing in the internet. This thing I have learned from my experience. So what I'm telling you, if you misuse HTML tags, okay, if you misuse HTML tags, because HTML tags give you the same output. So if you misuse HTML tags, Google will not do the ranking of your website properly. Your SEO is going to be failed. Okay, so this is one thing I'm telling you. This is a few means a very deep thing that you will understand later while I do this, while I teach you this HTML. Okay, so that's a different. Just I'm telling you that this kind of thing you are going to learn when you develop project. Okay, so I focus more on developing project. You know, I don't remember all the things. Okay, I don't remember. I really don't remember all the things. I don't memorize all the things. What I do, I learn the things. Okay, I understand the thing. Thereafter, if I stuck at some point, I do Google it. Okay, I find it the required solution. I understand the solution, then I implement it. Okay, blindly don't implement anything from Google. If you are a developer, you should learn how to Google also, right? How to search something in Google, how to search something in Stack Overflow, how to search something in Stack Exchange. Okay, this thing also very important. So today I don't want to make this lecture too long. Okay, this is just only a demo class. Okay, and I can assure you this course is going to be a very helpful course for you. Even this syllabus I have not made. This is made by using the organizer. I have seen this really discovering a great content here, and a few things. Even you go to company, few people are there. Those who are working professional also, they also even don't know this REST API is something they have included. I have seen here this thing. So I will tell you like how this thing is going to work. Okay, so handling more complex scenarios in your API, this thing I have seen. This is a completely means a very means whatever the experienced learners are there, they know this thing. So you are going to learn also this thing. So you have a competition with experienced learners also, right? So this is all about the complete thing. Okay, so I think the time of the class is over. If you don't have any question, so can I end the session?
Yes, okay.
Okay, so there is the radical technologies person is there. So yeah,
Hi, Rakibul. Swapnil this side from Radicals.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
think demo time is ended, right? I have
Yep.
explained everything that is
Mm-hmm.
required. Okay, and I
Mm-hmm.
think you have also heard that. And
Yes.
okay, okay, fine. So I'm going to end the session, right? So we'll meet later. Bye. Bye. See you then.